Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also, those joining us are our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could join us as well. Well, I think for all of you guys out there, and I've been seeing a lot of you talking about gaming recently online, but mobile gaming has shot to the top of the video game industry, now representing some 60% of the market, and it's growing. While the traditional video game industry still remains a male-dominated category, one of the fastest-growing segments in mobile gaming is growth largely being driven by women who love to compete. Joining us to talk to us about that, we're excited to welcome Sara Erlandson to our program. She's a four-time Big Buck Hunter World Champion. And we have George Petro joining us. He's the founder of Mechanix. He's also the developer of the Big Buck Hunter video game. Thanks to the two of you for the time today. I really appreciate you stopping by the show.
Thanks for having us, Cyrus.
Hey,
it's great being on the show.
Hey, the pleasure's definitely all mine. George, I'm going to start with you because, as I mentioned, you're the founder of Mechanix, the developer of the Big Buck Hunter video. So what has it been like for you to see the trend of women driving mobile gaming?
Yeah, so I've been developing video games for a really long time, basically since the early 1980s. And we've always assumed as developers, in order to have really the most successful game, you have to include both men and women, and you have to attract them to your game. So that's exactly what we have with Big Buck Hunter. It's a game that's easy to play, difficult to master, but is really attractive to the broad audience. And once we partnered with Skills, a mobile-based competitive gaming platform, we actually saw that happen in a big way because they told us of their 2 billion matches played on their platform a year, that 60% of those were played by women. So it was really great for us to have that validation, from the Skills folks about our assumptions of game design.
Wow, that's incredible. Sara, I mentioned that you're a four-time world champion with Big Buck Hunter. Talk to us about your own experience. What has it been like for you to see the camaraderie there behind the franchise?
Well, first of all, the community of Big Buck Hunter is amazing. I think most people aren't aware that there's this close-knit group of players from all over the world, many whom I've met and competed with over the years, and we're kind of a big group of friends now. Big Buck Hunter was one of the original competitive arcade games out there. And, if you visit your local bar or restaurant, you're more than likely to see it and grab a few friends and play. I've owned my own bar for over 12 years now, and it has been a must-have game since day one. And I'm so excited to be attending this year's Big Buck Hunter World Championship again in a few days on October 1st and 2nd. In the spirit of opening this year's World Championship to players around the world, a live and virtual mobile division tournament hosted by Skills is debuting for the very first time. What's amazing is that anyone can enter and compete in Skills' new Big Buck Hunter Marksman competitive mobile game virtually for a chance at a $5,000 grand prize. So I am super excited and will be giving it my best shot.
Well, I know people are looking forward to seeing that. Sara, George, that brings up an interesting point then. What do you think makes mobile gaming so appealing, especially for women right now?
Yeah, I think, what Sara said is exactly right. It's a social experience, and that's really key. Even from long ago playing arcade games, you would go to the arcade because you get to play against other people, and that was really fun. So with Big Buck Hunter, we connected the games nationally and internationally in 2008 so that people could compete at their local machine but have a broader audience see their scores, and then eventually we brought everybody together for the World Championship. Now that we've partnered with Skills with Big Buck Hunter Marksman and bringing it to the mobile platform with an easy-to-access system, all of a sudden it's just exploded. The app, we released it last Thursday, and it shot to number 1 in the sports category on the App Store and then number 19 overall.
That is incredible. Sarah, I read a great article about you going back to 2019 that was in a Wisconsin online article, and it talked about the experience for you when it comes to Big Buck Hunter. I want to talk about, though, this experience for you. I mean, even when it comes to life, how has this impacted your life, not only what you've been able to do with this franchise, but just the popularity you've gotten from it?
Sure. Well, I definitely consider myself a gamer. I've been playing video games all my life, but when I discovered the Big Buck Hunter game, it literally changed my life. It was when I heard there was a ladies tournament launching at the World Championship that I was hooked. I absolutely knew I had to be a part of it. I could not miss it. I took training very seriously. I practiced 30 to 40 hours a week on top of my full-time job. And going into that first World Championship as a new competitor, I just wanted to win a trophy. I had no idea I would take first place, let alone 4 times over the coming years. It is an amazing experience, and it continues to be today. But now I'm also a mother to a 2-year-old, and I just don't have the time I quite used to go out and dedicate to playing. So I'm just loving being able to play the new skills Big Buck Hunter Marksman on my phone. I can play at my leisure, but still be competitive when I want.
Love that. And that is a great thing, again, about mobile gaming. Again, everyone, we've been excited to welcome Sara Erlandson to our program, as well as George Petro. Talk with us not only, of course, about the popularity of online gaming, especially mobile gaming, but also the Big Buck Hunter video series as well. So I want to ask you then, George, you mentioned skills earlier. Where can our audience go to find out more information about that, as well as Big Buck Hunter as well?
Yeah, so for anyone that wants to download Big Buck Hunter Marksman or any of the great other skills apps, you would go to games.skills.com, and that's skills with a Z. And for information about Big Buck Hunter or the upcoming World Championship, go to bigbuckhunter.com.
Well, thanks to the two of you for the time. I really appreciate you stopping by the show, and looking forward to having you back again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Cyrus.
More than welcome, and we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.